Hi everyone, out in my garden today. Gonna do a bit of cooking on the fire down there. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of backyard baking. Yeah, I've never actually baked a cake on a fire before. So, but you know me. If you've seen my channel, you'll know that I'm up for a bit of trying out new things on the cooking front. They don't always come out okay, but they normally come out edible. So, let's see. Fingers crossed, eh? Right, so first things first, let's get the fire going. You probably saw me chucking on all that white stuff like paper at the start there. That's all birch bark. I've got a lovely big old birch tree in my garden, which is it just like peels off, just like thin bits of paper, and it's absolutely perfect for lighting fires with. I mean, you don't need anything else. Works really well. Right, so what I'm hoping to make today is like a sort of coconut sponge cake. So yeah, so I've never made it before. So I've never made it before in an oven, never mind on a fire. So yeah, we'll see how it comes out. It might come out like a coconut pancake, but anyway, that fire's going pretty well. So yeah, get going on it. So I've got the some of the ingredients in here. That's what is in there. It's coconut milk and 1 egg and some sugar, well, sweetener stuff, and something else which I forget now. And then I've got, so that's kind of liquidy stuff in there. Look. And I've got the dry ingredients in here, which is flour, baking powder, and what else? I can't remember. Stuff. Oh yeah, I know. Flaked coconut. So there's coconut milk in it. Ooh, don't open it, Mark. There's coconut milk in here, and there's flakes coconut. So in theory, it should all be really coconut. So the deal is, what I'm going to try and do is cook it. This is my Zebra lunchbox pan, which is this tiny little pan. I mean, you can see how big that is. So the deal is, I'm going to try and cook it in here, which is not different, isn't it? Really. So I'm going to put it in there on the fire. And then put this on top, which is the thing that comes with it, which is like a little dish thing. Put some coals on there, hopefully, and then it will heat it from the top and the bottom. Because the one thing I do know about baking on a fire is you've got to get heat all round. If you just get it on the bottom, it kind of cooks on the bottom and doesn't cook on the top. So it's got to be both ways. But whether that'll work, I've no idea. So to stop it sticking in here, this is my wife's got these. They're things for making bread. And cakes in a kind of loaf tin, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so this is to stop it sticking, so I'm kind of cheating a bit. I think probably you could, I don't know, grease it or something, or put flour in there, but I'm kind of thinking that's going to go in there somehow, and then the mixture's going to go in on top, and yeah, we'll see. That's the plan. Anyway, I better go and check the fire. Okay, I checked the fire, it's all okay. Right, so what I need to do is I need to mix together these two things, because obviously, well, yeah, you need to mix them together. So I think what I'd do probably is mix them in this one. 6 of one, half a dozen the other, as they say. Right, so you can see that's all. Yeah, the other thing that's in there is it should be melted coconut oil, but I haven't got any. So I went for olive oil, which is probably a big mistake because you don't put olive oil in cakes. Right, so I'm going to mix these two things together and see what happens. And okay, so we don't. Okay. Now it's not like, I don't think I'm doing like whisking or anything. It's supposed to just be mixing, so it seems like it's got a lot of lumps. You think, I don't know. Oh, of course it's got lumps. You know what those lumps are, don't you? Right, so this is a little quiz for those of you, see if you were listening earlier. What could those lumps be? Is it answer A, lumps of flour, because I haven't sieved it, which it could be actually, but what I actually think it and hope it is because it's got lumps of coconut. Because Now I said I put coconut flakes, so yeah. So that looks okay. It looks I can't see any dried floury type stuff, so I'm guessing, hoping that is how it should be. As some of you will know, I'm not a master baker, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but it kind of, I don't know. I did do cooking at school, but that was, well, you can probably tell looking at me, that was a long time ago. I think that's ready. Okay, right, I'm going to go and poke the fire again, and I'll come back in a minute. Oh, okay, so the fire looks okay. So what I'm going to do is try and get it in the saucepan. So what I need to do, get the saucepan over here, over there. Right, so the cunning plan, which I don't know whether it should work, shouldn't it? That's the other thing. I've no idea how, you know. I mean, obviously this is a cake, so I'm hoping it's going to rise, but I've no idea how much it's going to rise. Probably not at all. I did put baking powder in, right? So I don't know. I think that means it'll rise. But we'll see. Okay, so let's get the goo. Let's get the liquid. Oh, I can see a bit of unmixed stuff. Right. Let's get this, the batter, as apparently it's called, into the receptacle, the baking tray, otherwise known as my little camping thing. Right, it's good actually, because that looks like the right amount, because I wasn't really, as usual, you know, I got this recipe off the internet, as you do, and it was like, it says serves 12, and I'm going, there's no way something that serves 12 is going to fit in my little pan, so I kind of halved the recipe. So this is a served 6 now, which, to be honest, that even when it rises, that doesn't look like it's going to serve 6. I don't know what size these servings are. I mean, yeah. Right, okay, so that's ready to go. So I think I'm going to go and check the fire, and if it's okay, I shall stick it on there. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, so the idea is that obviously there's the fire underneath, which I probably need to get going a bit more. But so it's heating the mixture from underneath, and then I'm putting embers from the fire that are still pretty hot. I'm shoveling those into the pan on the top, so it's heating it from above and below. Hopefully that's baking the cake. I suppose there's an outside chance actually that this is going to it's going to go rise so much, so tremendously from the fantastic job I've made, that it's going to hit the top. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. I could always put something else higher up. Maybe I'll have a sneak peek in a minute and see what's happening, eh? Well, whatever this comes out like, it's going to need a drink with it, that's for sure. So I'm going to get some water on that. Start that warming up. Can't waste a good fire, can you? Do as much with it as you can. So what I'm going to do is after 20 minutes, I'm going to have a look at it. I'm not sure where we are on the time. Let me just check the time. Just wait there. Okay, so just had a look, and there's 1 minute to go. So I'm not going to wait another minute. You know, there's no rules here. As somebody said to me not so long ago, rules are for fools. So yeah, I'm going to get in there and have a look. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do first is move the water out of the way, because I don't want to have some disaster. God, that's already pretty hot actually. That's good. Right, so in this new world, what do I need to do? I think what I need to do is take it off the fire and have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over to there. So I'm going to move you so you can see over there. Okay, so hopefully that's a bit better. Oh wow, look at the flames on here, my god. Right, let's move the water even further away because I'm paranoid. And I'm going to get it off. Right, so let's put it down here. Ooh. You know what, it's going to be burnt, isn't it? You just know it. Okay, so this is killing me with all this smoke. But anyway, I'm going to try and get this thing off without burning myself or without dropping all stuff in the now to be called a cake. Oh my god. Yeah, so I can see what's happened. It's kind of burnt on the top where it's touched. Let's see if I can get it up so you can see better. You see that line in the middle? That's where it's touched. So as I was kind of wondering, maybe I should have had something higher. But this looks quite hard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it away from the fire so I can actually talk to you without my eyes going full of smoke, and we'll have a test of it and see if it's any good. Right, let's do that. Okay, so here we are. So the way you tell if a cake is cooked, oh, I'll tell you what, it's still pretty hot. Yeah, this is hot. So the way you tell if a cake, can't speak. The way you tell if a cake is cooked is you put a one of those things that people use to test cakes. A sort of, I don't know what it's called. Tell me, shout out to me. It's like, yeah, I know. Well, anyway, I haven't got one of those, but I've got my bushcraft knife, which is, it's kind of mostly clean, I'd say, really. So I'm going to try and, ow, that is so. I'm going to try and stick that somewhere in the middle. Do you think in the middle would be the place where it's least likely to be cooked? And if it comes out clean, well, I don't know, is that clean? What does clean mean anyway? I'll tell you what, it's not coming out wet, which I think is what, it's wetter there though. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly consult a very clever person who won't appear on the video. Wait, I'm going to get my wife. Wait guys. Right, I've consulted the expert. Look at this. It's a kind of prongy thing, right? And you prong that in, and apparently if it comes out dry, then you're all right. So who says it's men who have all the gadgets? Look, she's been hiding this from me. Look at this. Right, let's prong it in. Oh, you know what? It doesn't get out very far. Well, it's not coming out wet. I'd like to have got her out here to check, but she's kind of busy doing something. So, okay. Do you know what, guys? I am going to take it out. I'm going to assume it's cooked because, you know, I don't want it to burn anymore. I'm going to get it out and see what it comes out like. So let's do that now. Okay, let's try and get this out. So the idea is that because it's in this paper stuff, it'll come out easy. But you know what? The bloody, sorry for my language, the flipping paper is ripping. So that's not going to help, is it? Okay, let me think, how can I do this? It might have to be a quick upside downing job. You ready for this? Ooh. Oh my god, look how black it is on the bottom. We don't like a black bottom. Hang on. Oh no. So another fantastic success there. Let me just get rid of this So as you can see, I've I think they call it caramelizing. So I've deliberately caramelized it on the bottom to give it that nice sort of bonfire-y taste. And I've done a little bit on the top just to. You see that I put that T on there? That's T for terribly. No, T for something. I don't know. T for tea cake. Yeah. See, the thing is, it didn't actually rise that much. I don't think. Certainly, yeah. So my worries about the fire not being hot enough were unfounded, I would say. Yeah. Perhaps I should have put something underneath somehow, not that, because it's too big. Yeah. Right, so there you go. What do you think of that? So now for the great test. I mean, you can see already the quality we're talking about, but obviously, you know, it might not be as good as it looks. I don't know. You only really know when you cut into it. So I shall once again use my knife, which, as you can see, I've prepared for the occasion. So let's cut a slice. So this is the serve 6. I suppose that's probably if it cooks properly and rises rather than just going into a sort of blackened flat lump at the bottom of the pan. Could I do with something a bit stronger to cut through the old the charcoal, but cut myself a nice little slice there. Look at that. If you do that, it almost looks like a cake, doesn't it? Come on. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I suppose that kind of looks like it's risen a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. We'll look away from that. What I could do is I could take a little bit off there and just try that. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's very hot. Yeah, it tastes like it doesn't it doesn't taste bad actually. It tastes alright. It tastes alright, but I'm not sure what it tastes like. It doesn't really taste. It's the right texture. It's the right texture for cake. Obviously, it's not as risen as it should be. I'm going to be brave and try the blackened bit on the bottom, because charcoal is good for you, isn't it? It's good for your digestion. Is that right? Or did I just make that up? Crunchy. Actually, it doesn't. I don't know if it's me. I haven't got a very good sense of taste, which is probably lucky with my cooking. It doesn't taste too bad actually. It doesn't. I can't taste. It doesn't taste the burnt stuff, you know. I think because there's so much there's stuff, most of it isn't burnt. It tastes alright. Doesn't taste too bad. Could be better. Could be not burnt. Yeah, so it's interesting. I don't know. I think maybe it was the fire was too hot, or maybe alternatively maybe I had to move it away from the fire a bit. Excuse me. The good thing about it is it's perfectly edible. That doesn't taste terrible. Be nice with a bit of butter on it. So it's more like a bun than a sponge, really, I think. But hey, it was a good experiment. I shall try it again with a modified method to see what happens. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Yeah, as I say, it's the first time I tried it, so I'm happy. I'm still eating it, right? It doesn't taste that burnt. It doesn't taste as burnt as it looks, actually, which is strange. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I know you've enjoyed it. Better still, tell me what you think in the comments. I know I've got some of my regular subscribers know how to cook. You know who you are. So yeah. I'm sure my wife will probably tell me what I did wrong as well, but she doesn't watch my videos, so she won't see what I've done. So yeah, if you can give me any advice, and that'll be fun too. But yeah, I've enjoyed myself. What's not to like, you know? Going outside, lighting a fire, cooking up something which is actually edible, which I've never cooked before. So it's good fun. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave it here. Take care of yourselves, folks, and I'll catch up with you on the next video. See you later.